It's very plausible. I'm sure. I mean, of course.
I heard it from one of the state directors back about 10 months ago. That was one of the persons that told me that, and again, I don't want to sit there. It's no, they told me off the cuff. So I mean, what do I do? I don't want to sit there and try to get anybody in trouble or what. But I think it's anything. I think the government is curious what other people are gathering, what information they're gathering, not just what they have on their computer. That you can go access it as a civil, as a citizen, but maybe information that they're not posting up on their computer,
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I believe that. I believe that's been going on for quite some time, and it's a shame. But listen, that's just what they do. I think that kind of. And as far as you're talking about the disinformation and disinformation about disinformation, I touched on that a little bit last night, and I think that goes on. They try to cloud things. So, there's a bunch of things out there, and there's a truth in it. The key is to try to find the facts to discern what that may be, but there's so much clouded water out there that it's hard.
Well, it is scary, as a person who, lives in this country, let alone wherever you live at. There is something certainly going on. And there's been certainly a lot of lies coming from the government, not just our government, all governments about UFOs for many, many years. People, unless everybody who claims that they were abducted is lying, and it's been too many well-known people that claim that they were abducted. You got actors, you got lawyers, you got, former assistant attorney generals. I mean, you got all these people that are credible, but unless every single one of us lying, okay, no one's ever been abducted. There's been never any cattle mutilations. And if there was, it was done by our government to scare us. I mean, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I just think something is seriously not kosher here. That's all I'm saying.
Well, here's the facts of the thing. This has been going on for millennia. And that covers, this millennia is going on, this covers millions of people over a millennia. So I don't think there's mass hallucination or mass lying over a millennia over millions of people. There's just too much to it. And there's just too many possibilities out in the universe where life could be, intelligent life could be. It's just, listen, it's there. It's just a matter of, powers that be, and I don't think they're ever going to, like he said, I don't think they're ever just going to come out and say, yeah, this and this and this, and oh yeah, by the way, we know that they've abducted people, and some of them don't come back, and some get, pieces come back. That's hard to, that's a hard pill to expect people to swallow to come out with, so I don't see that happening.
Oh yeah, that's the scary part, is the part where, people don't come back, or, are the people that are coming back are the original ones. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, that's maybe sci-fi, but we don't know. The point is, on this whole topic, do we even know what's going on? We don't. All we know is people are seeing objects that don't appear to be our aircraft. And they've been seeing it for years when we didn't even have aircraft like that. And then I can't believe, even going back to World War II, they saw UFOs. The fighter pilots, the bomber pilots would see these, craft. Now, I don't think we back in the 40s had the technology to build a UFO. I just really don't. I don't even think Hitler had the technology. Yeah, I don't. I really don't. But they were monitoring us, and they were watching us. I think it's gone to the point that there's some reason why they're abducting people and not returning some people. Why do they need their DNA? Why do they need their blood? Why do they need their eggs? Why do they need the sperm? Why do they want to put their hands down your throat? I mean, this is not a normal situation. Something is going on. And the government can sit back there and go, nothing. It's weird because, Carter said when he was going to be elected, that he was going to disclose UFOs. And then we had, well, guess what? Hillary and her husband, Bill Clinton, said the same thing. They said it on national TV and on their campaign that they are, because they really believed in UFOs. Bill Clinton did. And he said that the first thing was one of their very first things when he came into office, he was going to disclose UFOs. Guess what? Never happened.
No, never happened. I will say this about Jimmy Carter, and I did find this out. I meant to mention this a couple of weeks ago. One of his aides, now Jimmy Carter, again, like you said, he was going to find out in this and release all this. He was gung-ho about it. Well, he got the answers he was looking for, and one of his aides, the day that he got this information, came into the office, and Jimmy Carter was sitting at the desk crying like a baby and speechless, couldn't eat. So then it was about right after he got all this information about these reports about UFOs and what's going on, and he never came forward with it. I guess he said that we're not ready for it, or it was really, well, it made him cry. So
now don't forget, he served as an officer in the Navy on a nuclear submarine. The guy was very intelligent besides being governor and our president. I mean, there is something going on. I remember a news story that Carter was on an aircraft, a plane flight, and somebody recognized him and went up to him and asked him about UFOs, and he said that Jimmy Carter turned bright red and said, "I can't talk about it."
Yeah, and that kind of same scenario happened with Ronald Reagan on a flight too, where he had mentioned something, and then on the flight, a news reporter was kind of asking him something, and he got started into it because he was really into it, Ronnie. And then he kind of like stopped himself. He realized he was getting too deep. You know what I mean? And Ronnie was in. Ronnie, he knew what he was going. And so did Nixon. Nixon took supposedly Jackie Gleason secretly to a place where they had some aliens.
Yeah, the bodies of them, yes, in tubes, preserved. I don't know. And, Jackie Gleason, to the day he died, swore up and down it was real. And even his widow said that, that she believed 100% what he said, that there was aliens and it was real. So I don't know. Are these aliens here to protect us? Are they going to stop global warming? Are they going to stop, the North, South Pole, Greenland, and Antarctica from going bye-bye? Are they going to stop a plague that could happen? Because when Antarctica and all these things start melting more, who knows what bacteria could emerge? Life-threatening bacteria that we couldn't even defend. In fact, our antibiotics now came and defend against flesh, eating bacteria that will eventually kill if you get it infected with it. If you doesn't kill you, you're not going to have all your body parts. I mean, we don't have antibiotics to protect ourselves. What would happen? It's scary.
It is scary, and I don't think they're here to help us. If anything, they'll let us kill ourselves from within. Here's another scenario. You ever go to a cattle auction? There's several different people there, different races there, and they're all bidding for these cattle for different reasons. And, we could be just cattle, and all these different beings are we're like, they're coming to the auction. They all have different reasons why they want us or what they want to do with us. Only we don't know. And the other thing, and he touched on kind of what I said a few nights ago, we can only think about this situation through human thoughts and eyes. Who knows? Maybe we can't even comprehend what they think or what they want to do.
Oh yeah, and, he mentioned Linda Morton Howe. What she does is some fantastic work, but that doesn't mean everything she says is 100% accurate. It's just her own views on a lot of this stuff. Just remember that, people. I don't take everything she says 100% serious.
No, the only thing you can really take serious is the hard, cold facts, and there's not many out there. Yeah, we know that they take certain parts of these cattle or animals. There's usually always blood missing. There's usually no tracks around. Usually no animals, no scavengers or anything will touch them afterwards. And these are the patterns of facts that we do know.
Yeah, and that's the scary part. And so, I mean, something is going on. I think it's speeded up. I really think what has been in the past, was not in high gear. I think it's now moved into high gear because the sightings of UFOs have really drastically increased. And it's not like they're trying to hide from us because you know what? For years, I think that UFOs came and gone and they cloaked themselves and we didn't see them. They're not bothering to do that. At least whatever is some of the sightings we're seeing, they're not hiding themselves. They're making themselves, noted, and there might be a reason why.
Yeah, I think you're right. And, I reported in one of my news breaks there, just the state of New York alone has a 52% increase in 2019 compared to 2018. That means almost pretty much double. I mean, it's 52% increase in sightings. That's a big increase, and I do believe you're right. There's a lot going on here, a lot more going on here, speeded up. I can see that with just all the reports and sightings that I'm getting, not just every week, but almost daily. And even the state you live in has a tremendous amount of sightings.
Oh, yeah. Even Nevada's been getting in, which they're the lowest state in the country for UFO sightings. But here's the thing. You can look at it two different ways. One, they're making themselves known where they can come down and share their technology and love and their fuzzy orbs with us. Or they're making themselves known to scare us, and then they're going to come down and dominate us. It's two ways. You can look at it either way. We can only look at it too as logical humans, which isn't very logical.
No, and yeah, I think you're right. I think they're slowly aggregating themselves into us. And, as far as these sightings go, and I'm a lot like what Tom said, I look, and what he does, I look for patterns. I'm a pattern kind of guy. I look for patterns. And within the last 10 days to 2 weeks, there's been sightings have been a very similar, not just the United States, but Russia too. There was a few of them in Europe. These triangles, so to speak, these triangle-shaped UFOs, mostly seen at night with 3 lights, and I don't even know if they're even alien. They may be ours. I don't even know what they are, but I just know there's been a lot of those type sightings recently.
Yeah, and then again, too, a lot of stuff you see on like Facebook and other media. It's been a lot of disinformation coming out. Pictures more than ever of UFOs. Oh. People claiming this is a UFO, and you know what? I debunk a lot of the stuff. You know, it's just like that one picture you sent me of the guy going across the railroad tracks, like a giant orb. You could, if you study it, you can tell it because the ground isn't level. He had to walk up the little incline to go up to the tracks, and then go down, and you could actually, the movement of the orb matches what a person would be doing if they were kind of walking really fast or running. That was a dead giveaway there, and it was a flare. But there's a lot of people dumping out disinformation. Is it people or is it government related? Again, the sightings, are they flaunting themselves saying, hey, we can take over your airspace, you can't do anything about it, or is it they're going to make themselves known and land one day and say, hey, we're here to protect you, we're here to give you, the cure of all your diseases and make you happy, where you don't ever have to work again, you can just enjoy your life. By the way, we brought a whole bunch of barbecue sauce.
Yes, one of the most craziest things I hear is when the government says they hold no threat over us. Well, listen, if anything get into your airspace, military airspace, and over Washington, D.C., or over nuclear bases, and you can't do nothing about them, or hang out above O'Hara Airport, and you can't do nothing about them, and sometimes you can't even see them on radar, but you can see them, that is a threat.
I know. Well, guess what? Till tomorrow, when we talk about black-eyed children, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Again, check out our website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. Everybody have a great evening. I know I'm going to. And now I'm going to say one last word. UFOs are not real. Yeah, sure. Take care.